Hi guys, Kyung here, and it's been a while, but I want to make some journal cards for the Gnome Journal, and so we're going to be pulling illustrations out of this book, this Gnomes and Gardens Field Guide to the Little People book. And I already pulled some images, right? But isn't this book great? I love this book. It has some questionable images in it, but oh, it's just a great book with great images and great text. I don't know. It's great. Like, look at that with the cards. Anyway, okay. Moving on. So there's that book. Oh, and look at what I got in the mail. So Chestita, a wonderful, wonderful member in Miss Paint-A-Lot's group, fellow member, look, sent me these little gnomes. They're like stamps. And then look, she colored these ones. Aren't they so cute? There's a bunch of them. So we have those to play with, right? But I'm thinking for today, and I'm going to put those back in their little pouch and put them over here where they go for now. But I pulled these illustrations to make some like big journal cards because I kind of have an idea on I love her. She's great, and I love the mushrooms. Yeah, make journal cards. Like this one is gorgeous and will be pretty. Like some of them have images on the back, but I mean, how can we not use this one? This is gorgeous. So, and I thought we'd back them on craft because I thought that would be just easy peasy. Back them on some craft paper, and decide what size we're going to make them, right? What about, I guess this one will be kind of large. I want to try to keep as much of him as I can. There's not really anything on the back I want to keep. Let's see. We could cut off this part and keep this bit, right, for something else. This pretty little snippet. We'll keep that. Let's see. We'll cut it here. That's not too bad of a width, I think. What does that measure? Geez, almost 5. Almost 5, I think. That's okay. I think we'll cut most of the bottom off, but we don't want to cut his feet off. Right? I don't want to cut his feet off. Okay, we'll cut that bit off. Not bad. And I think we can get away with cutting off up here like that. I think that's good. That's not bad for... I mean, it'll be a big journaling card, but I don't mind having a couple big journaling cards. Let's see. To a page, that's not bad. We can fit that onto a page somehow. Okay, let's cut up this one. Let's see. We'll have to see what this says about cooking and gnomes. Gnomes help themselves to cooking implements. Dum dum dum. I don't really see any, like, okay. Okay. We can get rid of most of this ground. Oh, she's great. Okay. They're saying that gnomes use our cooking instruments, right? That's why it's a big pot, you know, because why not? And then you could cook a giant meal, you know, and bring it back, right? And then, you know, the gnomes eat for a week. And they don't risk getting caught. Okay, so we have these two. I love her. She's great. This is kind of more of a landscape one, but that's awesome. Okay, and then... let's cut these mushrooms out because they are amazing and I want to keep them. Okay. Let's get a straight edge. So what do I know? It's been snowy and then it melted. It's just normal winter weather for us. It snows and then it melts and then it snows. What else do I've been painting that jungle mural, so that's been interesting. My hands look great, don't they? I've been using Tommy's daughter makes handmade soap and sent me some. And so I've been trying it out, and I've only been using it for a few days. But already I've noticed a major difference in my hands. I don't know, I think I just have sensitive hands. I've tried to use, like the sensitive skin Dawn. I've tried Palmolive. I don't know. Ivory and Dove I don't like Dove, and Ivory makes me break out. Let's see. Oh, we're going to cut these ones. I get to all talking. Don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, this one is going to be like a long one, and we got to keep the mushroom, right? We got to keep the mushroom. Mushroom balancing, huh? How many gnomes can sit on a mushroom without it tumbling over? That is really large. How large? I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm not going to, sacrifice any of the image. And if it sticks up, if it ends up being a bookmark or something, we'll make it work. Okay, let's cut this one. And there's an image back here I'd like to get some of if I can. Right, I'd like to get some of that if I can. Let's see. We can cut it from here. Oh, look, that gives us quite a bit. I'm happy about that. I doubt we're going to use all these images. I mean, geez, it takes forever just to cut them, huh? Okay. We'll cut him from up here. This snowy gnome walking his way up to this really cool looking castle. Or palace, or fortress, or whatever it is. Okay, let's cut this one up. He's great. He'll make an excellent journal card. He's not too big. I suppose I could have pulled some smaller images, huh, to make journal cards. Okay, these are all going in the trash. This one I'm going to keep for, because that's a really pretty flower illustration. Let's put this aside. Okay, so we have this journal card. Okay, this looks great on the craft. All right, so we'll mark it here, and we'll mark it there, and we'll cut that. Let's see, we have this one. It can get cut here. Right? What about this lady? This lady or this one? This one will fit on this one page, so let's do this one. Oh, I have exciting news, I guess. My sister met a boy. Ooh, exciting. I guess there's this boy that always comes into her work, and she's always talking about how he has pretty eyes. He has pretty eyes. And I guess they're always flirting, right? So he always flirts with her, and she always flirts with him. And so eventually she just handed him like a business card of theirs, and on the back of the business card, right, it was just the classic, it said, "Call me," and it had her number written on it. And it's so funny. So he didn't notice. He was just like, okay, right? Like she gave him a business card. But later that day, he said that he pulled it out of his like bag or whatever, and was like, oh, and was looking at it and saw her number and was like, oh, and got all excited and called her right away. So that's cool. They've both been working, though, and haven't really had a chance to go out on a date. They've just been talking on the phone. But that's exciting stuff. So there's that, and I hope everything with that goes well. Okay. I guess so far they're hitting it off really well, and so that's good. What else do I know? Let's see. Me and Matthew had dinner the other day at a park. So we went and had a picnic, and we went and picked up Korean food. So that was really good. And we hadn't had Korean food in a really long time. So I had like a marinated kind of beef dish, and then he had geez, what did he have? He had beef too, but it was like a kind of like a salt and pepper kind of beef instead. So that's what he had. Okay, I'm just gonna glue this on here. No fuss. Let's see if our art glitter glue is working or if it's all plugged up today. We may not be using our art glitter glue. We're going to use the last of our cosmic shimmer. I put the last of my little bit of cosmic shimmer in this bottle because there was only a little left, and it was kind of all plugged up, and I didn't want to mess with it. So I thought, well, I'll just put it in this little bottle. I got Jania sent me those little bottles, a few of them, these little like bottles. And I love them for when my glues get low. I can just put them in there, and that works great. Okay, so we have one card, and it's not done. I'm going to do a couple of things to it. Nothing too fancy. Just going to ink these up really, really quick. Just get some ink on there. It doesn't need to be perfect. This part too, I guess. You know, I noticed, right, that it really kind of doesn't show up. The vintage photo on craft. It does a little bit, right? But not really. Not a lot. I could get out my walnut or my oxide. I know oxide shows up a lot better on craft. Okay. Let's glue this one on here. Okay. So yeah, I guess he was gonna take this boy that my sister met. I guess they were gonna have dinner the other night, and he went home, right off, because he was going to take, because he was getting off early. So he got off work early and went home to take a shower, and then he was going to come pick her up. And then he ended up falling asleep, and he felt so bad. And she was a little nervous, you know, because she didn't hear from him, and kind of was stood up or whatever. And I told her, I said, and I read, she showed me like her message thread, you know, and I said, oh no, don't worry, try not to think about it. I bet he fell asleep. I bet he fell asleep. And yep, about 4 hours later, he messaged her like, I can't believe I fell asleep, all upset. I said, well, that's what happens. I think he works 2 or 3 jobs or something. So, you know, I guess he's a foreman. So that's, you know, work. So, and she works weekends, so that makes things difficult, you know. But they'll figure it out. I'm excited to hear all the details of her first date. Okay, the last one. We're going to glue her on here. Esmeralda, that's her name. Esmeralda, the cooking gnome. She looks like she's making dandelion porridge or something. I noticed gnomes eat a lot of flowers, according to this book, I think. Flowers and vegetables. Oh, they look great on the craft. I'm not unhappy at all. Okay, so we have those. They're all glued and cut and on there, and I think they look great. What could we add? So the first thing I want to do is I think I'm going to stitch them. So we can do that really quick. Let's move Mr. Sewing Machine over. Dum dum dum. And I'll stitch them up really quick. I think I'll just do them in a straight stitch. Okay, there's one. He looks pretty good, not bad. Okay, we have this one. I mean, I think the double stitching on my end was not great. Let's do this one from down here. I'll try to be more careful to line up. Okay. That one looks better down here on its edge. Yes, okay, one more. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Sewing Machine. All right, let's grab our little scissors. Come on. Oh, they look so much better all stitched up. They look all professional. There's something about stitching, right? That it's just, all we did was stitch around it, nothing fancy. But I don't know, it just, I mean, it can be a pain too. It's kind of a pain. So I don't do it all the time. It depends. But for this, I definitely wanted it. Because I'm not doing too much to these, so I wanted to at least add the stitching. Okay, so here we have our, okay, awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and punch holes. So I have this really old vintage, this belonged to my mother. It's a hole puncher, right? It's just a standard school hole punch. And I'm going to mark, okay, so I'm going to measure it. And let's grab our quilting ruler so we can really get a good, right, a good grasp on where we want our marks. Okay, so let's go every 1/2 inch perhaps. Right, and then 1, and then 1.5, and then 2, and then 2.5, and then 3. I think that's good. Let's put our holes in. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, I think I'm going to skip them, so it'll be every 1 inch. Yeah, because the 1.5 is too much. Or the every 1/2 inch, right? So it's a 1/2 inch, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. Should we add one more? 4.5. We can erase these, though they won't be seen by the time we're done. Okay. I think any hole punch would work. I'm just using this one because this is like your standard, whatever, cheap one. This one's all old. It's really old. Okay. So we have our holes. Doom, doom, doom. And next thing I want to do is, okay, I'm going to grab some ribbon. So we have kind of a blue going on. Oh, this is pretty. This might look really good. Our sheer. It is very see-through though, you know. For this purpose, maybe not. Maybe we want to go this blue. What else do we have? My ribbon box is kind of it's kind of in shambles right now. We have this is too bright, way too bright. This is like gem sapphire blue. Let's see. Pink, we have like a blue checker. I don't like it. We have the rickrack, but that won't work. I'm gonna have to order some pastel ribbon, I think. We have silver. Silver might look nice. Let's go silver. I don't know why. I think that the silver will look really good. Okay. I'm gonna cut a good length of it, like a pretty good length of it. Let's see. From the top, I think. Okay, I'm gonna leave quite a bit of a tail, and I'm gonna thread it through, right? So I'm gonna like kind of like I'm stitching it. So through this one, and then through this one. It probably would have been easier if I cut it in an angle, but that's okay. And through this one. So it's Girl Scout cookie season. And so my husband went and bought like every single kind of Girl Scout cookie. Which is awesome. But it's funny, when I went with him to get some, the girl there that was selling Girl Scout cookies, oh, she had to be, I don't know, maybe 13. And she had this whole sales pitch. It was great. And she didn't need to do the sales pitch. I was already, you know, good. But they had these new cookies, right? They're like a brownie, kind of like a crunchy brownie cookie with like a salted caramel or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm going to try those, you know. Like the minute I saw them, I knew I was going to buy them. I just made a beeline for them, you know. And she started on her whole spiel about how they're better than candies and blah, blah, blah. It was so cute. She just had this whole thing that you could tell she had written out. It was great. And I was like, yeah, give me a box. But yeah, I let her do her whole thing. And then I was like, yeah, I want a box. So it was great. She had blue hair. It was blue, bright blue, like turquoise blue. Okay, so there we go. I've threaded it through, right? So we should have one on the back, one on the front. And this beautiful lacy ribbon, see, streaming up like this. And I'm going to tie it around the edge of it, like this. Right, and then I'm going to tie it in a bow. Tie it in a bow. Okay, let's mess with this bow. It's all turned the wrong side out. I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be, right? I think it's cute. It's super cute. Okay, so we have a little silver bow. I'm going to cut it at an angle like this. Cut it at an angle like that. I'll put this in my little like ribbon lace scrap box. Okay, there we go. Super cute. I suppose we could have put eyelets in, huh? It probably would have looked better. But that's okay. What else do we could hang a charm on there? Let's see. Let's grab our eyelets. I have this like white one I think will look good. Let's grab a charm. What kind of charm? Let's see. What do we have? We have this little butterfly. Oh, that looks like a bead or something. Yeah, that's a bead. We have these little ones down. We have an elephant and a dolphin and a lock. Oh, I kind of like the heart. Let's do the heart. I kind of like the lock too because it's like a door. No, let's go with the lock. Where did it go? Perhaps we will not go with the lock. Oh, here it is. Yes, the lock. Okay, so I'm going to thread this through here like that. Stick that on there. Close that up. I like to kind of squeeze that a little bit closed a little bit more. I think it, I don't know, I feel like it keeps it from popping open. Oh, that makes the hole look better, I think. I think so. I don't know. It's fine. So I'm thinking it needs something, right? Some words, perhaps? What do we have? Beware. Beware. Don't enter the castle. It flew around from tree to tree. Inspire. Don't know about that. The magical wishing well. Oh, I like that. That's kind of perfect. We'll just glue that on there with some acetate. This is just some vellum. I printed with my laser printer on a vellum sheet way back before my laser printer got broken. What can you do? Let's see. I made ham tonight for dinner. It was really good. We had ham and corn and like buttered noodles or whatever. So that was good. Magical wishing well. I think that that's good. I don't think I'm going to do really anything else to this one. I think I'm going to leave it alone. I think I'm going to do the same thing to these, right? So here I'm going to like put the I'm going to put the holes on this side, though. And we'll do those ones all the way down. That'll be fun. And perhaps I will do the same with the silver because we have this kind of machinery going on. These like silver pipes. And we can put eyelets in it, I think. Let's do that. Or at least in the top and the bottom. Let's see. I have these giant eyelets and they're too big. Oh, no, wait. These ones actually fit the regular hole punch. These big ones. I forgot about that. So that will work actually perfect. Yeah, see, the big ones fit the regular hole punch. So if anyone accidentally purchased some like bigger eyelets, because I had accidentally purchased these, the wider eyelets, But once I learned that they work with the regular hole punch, I was like, yay! They won't go to waste. Okay, so there's one. And that'll look much better than just the... We don't need to do the inside 3 of them. The inner 3. Okay. Rock. Okay, let's go. Let's see, some more ribbon. Thread it through like you would, I guess, shoelaces or something. Just back and forth, back and forth. So I started, me and my husband and I started playing a new game. It's like a board game, and he, because me and my sister played board games all the time. But my husband and I don't really play them too much together. And so he bought me Gloomhaven, which is like kind of an RPG board game. And it was a lot of fun. And so me and him played it, and it was a lot of fun. And he was like, you know, well, it'll be our board game. And so, so I thought that was sweet and cool. And so we started doing that, playing some Gloomhaven on a lot of nights when he gets home from work. Come on. There we go. This one is probably going to get green ribbon, if I have a good green ribbon. I might not have a green ribbon that's a good enough color. I don't want something too bright, right? I'd love to match her dress. But for now, we'll leave it. I won't do that one right now. You don't need to watch me thread all these ribbons. Ta-da! Oh, it's so cute. Okay. So there we go. So let's go ahead and put a, definitely put a charm on this one. Let's see, look at this little safety pin. We could use this little safety pin. Kind of thread the safety pin. Come on. There we go. And what kind of charm? A fish. A fish. Yep, a fish, because they're like cooking and stuff. Is it too... The hole is way too small. Let's see. Those are giant. We have these like golden ones. Kind of matches the... Oh, it's still too big. I'm gonna ditch the safety pin. Let's see, grab a silver one. Let's see. Where did my fish go? Come here, fish. Oh, come on. There we go. Ta-da! A fish. How cute. Okay, and then he needs a word, and I wonder if I have another vellum one that would work. I don't know, I'm kind of running low on those. Let's see, what do I have? What is this one? Lovely lilacs. What else do I have? Lasted forever. Delicate daisies. Oh, it looks like one word. Why? Why? Drink, eat, drink, and be merry. Eat, drink, and be merry. I like that. We'll do that. Yay, and then we have a couple of journal cards that we can put in our gnome journal. Ta-da! I love them. I do. I love the gnome journal so far though. I think it's turning out really well. I love the illustrations. I think that really makes a difference. They just have a great feel to them, like the paper is good paper. And anyway, yay! So there's that. Let's play with the back, okay? And I'm gonna do nothing too fancy. I do want to use a little bit of the LineDotArrow kit because that is what we're using for this journal. And I'm just gonna collage like little bits of it, I'm thinking. Just on the back. I'm thinking this is fine. Like this. Okay, and I'll ink it, and then we'll glue it on there, and we'll be good. Then we have some tags and some journal cards. Oop. I feel like you can never have too many journal cards. I'm always finding myself short on them when I go to make my journal, you know. It's what do I put in this pocket? Oh, I don't have a journal card prepared. So it's nice to have some prepared, I think, going in. Okay, here we go. This one's going on this one. Grab my towel. All right. It needs inked, but that's okay. We can do that really quick. I might even grab the walnut or maybe the oxide. Okay, good deal. And then, yes, I'm going to grab the oxide. I'll just put on a new little foam dauber. Get lots of ink on there. Okay. Hopefully that oh yes, that shows up much better. It just does, I don't know. Just ink the edges of it, finish it up. then they're good to go. Magical wishing well, and eat, drink, and be merry. So I will be back soon. I apologize for not being on very often. I've been, I don't know, just in a sorts, you know? Sometimes I think mentally and physically and everything, we just need a break. I don't know. And so I'm fine with that. I don't fight it. I go along. Okay, we have to put a single mushroom on the corner of these journal cards because, oh my goodness, they are so cute. And then we'll call it, okay? And then we'll be done, I promise. I have finished my romance journal, the next romance journal, and so I will do a flip through of that. But I'm not going to upload that until she gets it because I'm sending it to Tamara, and so I don't want her to see it or whatever until she gets it. And then, oh, I have a little like kind of Tim Holtz journal I've been working on the side as well. And that's actually almost done. And I'm going to gift that, so I also will not have a flip through of that until they get that. Okay. Oh, I love the little mushrooms on the corners of our cards. And that's it. I'm going to call it. I had a lot of fun. I love our ribbon. They feel pretty and look pretty, and it's a whole texture thing. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later.